Oh yeah, there's 1 more minute, so... Where it is? The video. Video. No, not this one. Not this one. Not this fucking folder. Why do I have such a mess? OC? Yeah, there it is.
I got 30 seconds left.
In the
こ
meantime,
の番組はご覧のスポン
you
サー
can
の
check
提
the
供
scores
でお
real
送り
quick.
します。
We have some... Are you playing a video?
Yeah, now we can talk.
Yeah, we're just gonna introduce the scores that I saw from the qualifiers. So the biggest contender at the moment is Crackhead with a whooping 114 points from qualifiers.
Not really, because...
I mean, sure, it doesn't mean much because
No, the
despite...
thing is, Tenho has completely different UMA system.
Oh.
So yeah, let's resynchronize.
Yeah, Tenno's gonna have plus 25 instead of plus 15.
Alright, so ready?
Yeah.
3,
Go.
2, 1, go. So yeah, you should see the first discard Haku.
Yeah, and now another Haku.
Yep, so in the... Well, not really a corner, but on the edge from closest to the observer, we have Crackhead, who is going to be second team member of Team Tenho. On his right, he's Shimocha Slarky, member of IRL team. His Tayman, Bob 1444, Mahjong Soul player. And Kazahana, the Kamicha, player of Hime.
Just a quick note, the images are swapped, I believe, between Kazahana and Slarky.
You are right. This is not the only change.
So at the moment, Crackhead is having the fastest hand. It shows possibility for Toy Toy with Dora 3 on Takame, and he already has the double tone, so he just needs to nyag away as fast as possible. But
Yeah, the
nobody
hand's
yet
gonna
has...
be...
Go ahead.
The hand's gonna be Mongon already, but he's gonna have to find a way to use a second Tumon at this point with that Chi call.
Yeah. I was originally going to say that he did have possibilities to make that Toy Toy, seeing as nobody really had the 9 fins, or the Dora for that matter until now. But he just wants to make it as fast as possible, even if it takes him Hadakatanki. Because, you know, who would possibly wait Hadakatanki on the Dora?
Even if there is a loose Tumon, probably only coming from Kazahana's hand, everyone else should be able to use it.
So, will we see Jigoku Tanki Ryama or something?
Well, yeah, it's quite likely if he just gets the call to just get a tempo as fast as possible. The other side we have Slarky with a possibility of Chitoi, and Kazahana with a really nice possible Ethik or Mentanki. But he does not take it, instead goes for the Tanki on the 5S. And from Slarky we have a... Okay, never mind. From Slarky we don't have anything yet because Kazahana just summoned Diaka on Tanki.
Very skillful Dama, but Kazahana's really just looking to upgrade his hand there, and he'll take that. Slarky has a good hand here. He can open up with a tone for double tone Dora.
Yep.
It'll even be Ishanten with that E-Pin drone.
And he just finished another Shinset, so I think his next objective would be to get the pesky souls out of the way. and just nag the rest.
Crackhead is going to be E Shanten with that. It's not the ideal way, but he can shift into Tanya if he draws like a 6S over here.
I think I can just go for a pinfall with the pair of numbers.
Yeah.
Although I would discard that Kanchan with Sozu, starting from Kyuso.
And similarly, Crackhead also has a possibility of pinfu, since as it's south, it's not Jikaze or Bakaze, so he can utilize it as pinfu, if I remember correctly. And he does open up a chance for Sunshot as well, because he's currently completed the Manzu side with 4, 5, 6, but if he does manage to get 7, then he'll have the Kanchan left from the soldier.
So Slarky does enter Tenpai for 5-8S and hits it on Bob.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
So it's Tom,
Dabuton and Dora.
the most scummy hand possible. How to make 6,000 points out of nothing.
And with that,
so jantama dealt in, so...
Yeah, and with that, the positions have changed entirely, with Slarky taking second, meaning I roll team taking second, and Bob War's Mahjong Soul team going to last.
So another good draw for Slarky here is he has double Dora again.
Another double ton.
How to make another 6,000 points.
Bob is E Shanten for his Itsu, he just needs the 8 mon over there.
Yep. Which, if it was me, I'd probably try to get the door out of the way, yeah. To get the door out of the way.
I think he wants to manhunt this.
Yeah. Because, like, it just gets more dangerous and it's not really worth the trouble.
What?
Oh, it's just not main points, it's Bakahon.
Now the hand's worthless now, it's just gonna be Bakahon for 2,000.
Yeah, but he gets him in third.
No, never mind. So we have Pei, Aka.
Yep, for 2,000. 2,600, yeah.
So this is Tenho round.
So Tenho continues to keep the throne with small but significant points.
Keep an eye here for Slarky's Chum pair Dora. Very fortunate high price for a mirror.
The question is, would anyone actually drop it if they got the third?
Don't need to drop it if you draw it yourself.
That's a bit too wishful thinking. Oh, and Krakai did not call the Hatsu.
Yeah, he knows his hand isn't too good here, so doesn't see a need to lock in the Hatsu at this point. He'll probably keep it as 2 safe tiles if Haruchi comes up.
Fair, yeah, true.
Nothing in particular is happening.
Yeah, most hands are amazingly slow. I think the ones closest to having something work would be Kazahana, and Slarky.
Well, Slarky could work something out if only Crackhead were to discard him some pins that
Because like with this, Kazahana has gone to enchant him.
Oh, this Chiso draw is actually pretty decent. Now
Yeah.
he's in Nisham 10.
Yeah. And now he can either discard either... What?
I'm not sure what he's trying to do here.
He's trying to copy Agama into some amazing mind games. Oh, and Slarky did end up drawing the third chin. Good shit.
So
With
Let's
this-
see if he decides to hold on to the Honitsu here. Crackhead knows something's
if he
up.
opens it, this is going to be Haneman from the get-go. But if he keeps it closed and wins, we are talking about Sunbaiman.
With those discards, Crackhead could potentially go for a Hoitsu, but it's way too late and it's not worth the trouble probably for him.
Right, so Slarky declined a full return.
I mean, it makes sense. There's only one more Watmon out, so it doesn't make sense to take the risk on that.
And the West betrays Crackhead on the turn after.
But yeah, so this Slarky is not getting any good pins or draws, which is a shame. That could have been a really solid hand.
He can't really expect anything out of Crackhead either in the form of cheap. Because Crackhead doesn't really possess anything that he could use.
Yeah, he's not going to throw any Pinzu from there.
And we have Yakula's Tenpai by Bob. Questionable thing.
This is a good tile. Yeah, now it's gone to Yaman.
That's strange. Bob could have segued his hand into Tanya, but he decides to go for next 5 turns with just a Tenpai. Yakula's Tenpai.
Yeah, he might just want to keep his dealer turn.
Yeah, but
with,
I think 12th turn is too early to do that. Here's the waited until 16th or something. And wow, is this a Tenpai? No.
Holy
Yeah, Senpai
shit.
114.
So Damaten, Menhon, it's Menhon, this is Baiman, Menhon, Chun, Dora 4. Dora
Are you
4.
sure it's Senpai? Wait a second. No,
Yes, it's Senpai.
Is it?
Waiting for 1 and... Well, is it?
No, it's
No,
not.
no.
That's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
The 2-3 is not completed, so it can't be Senpai.
Yeah, you're correct.
Oh, I misread that.
Yeah, me as well.
I'm being tricked by Bob's tiles.
So Slarky preferably wants to finish the 2-3 so he can drop a 9.
Nah, it's gonna go to Rico.
But it's not gonna happen. It was shame, because it was a really good hand. He does get a 3, but he can't use that even to get into Tenpai.
Yeah, sadly.
So he can just discard whatever to keep him from dealing in any way. But does he have... Yeah, he has the 8 of Pinzu as safe tile, but he goes for 3 anyway.
Nothing.
Real shame. Crackhead could develop this into Hoitsu if his draws end up well, because he already has 2 Hoitsu of honors.
There's a shot at Chanto too. I think he'll take either Ricci, Nomi, or Chon here.
Stark is slowly starting to build his shape as well. And whereas Bob doesn't have a strong hand, he does have a rather fast one for just Tanya Cup.
Kazuhana's gonna be Ishanten with the E-Pick over there.
Would you go for Chito if you were Bob?
I mean, if it comes, he'll drop the tome, but it's still kind of far. It's too Shanten for that.
Yeah, I wouldn't really aim for it, but if it appeared, I take it.
So is this going to be Toi Toi Taniao Akam manga?
If he takes the Dodo, yes. He might just decide to.
I mean defaulting this into Chito, Taniao is going to be just 240.
Yeah, he gets to keep his data.
It could be a manga.
Yeah, but it's the dealer. He doesn't have.
Also, he might get bugged by fucking terminals from both sides. So what were you even talking about? Unless he gets to draw 5.
Look, he's currently in not a good position. He's in 89k, and the other two people around him are really close to him. So even the smallest point difference can help him.
Why go for small point difference when you can go for big point difference?
So he can secure a better foothold for his future teammates.
I'm not a fan of mindset like that.
There's still 3 games to go. It's not over here yet.
And there's an Ishanten from Starkey for a potential.
No, I'll take the Tanya Tenpai.
Ha ha ha! See, told you.
I mean, he's still Ishanten for a toy. That's too far. He wants to keep his dealership.
No, I'm not talking about.
Oh, we had a Richie. Richie by Hime.
Yeah, I was talking about Slarky. Yeah, because he got dropped the one for Tanya. But you can just sum it, bro. Just sum it.
Oh, never mind. So this is Tsumo by Jantama.
So plus 4,300 gets him into second place. With the 5,000 lead. Third place. There's a chance of E-Vehicle on both sides. It's already a completed shape with 877665, but nonetheless there is a chance for it. And the more points the better, especially while he's still in dealer. So he'd probably aim for it if he can. Maybe he would be
Ishanten Shitoi for Kazuhana here.
Yeah. True. And he does have a lot of terminals. So, nice. So here you go, you go like Hatsu. Because like the one S has already been discarded twice. But yeah, I was saying that he had like a good range of tiles. Because with Chico you want to get as many honor tiles, as many terminals as possible. So that especially early on, where you can see that people will drop them in the future, but they haven't yet. So it'll be easy to trap them into dropping them. More so if your own discards align with that.
I would say there was an argument for the E-cell though, because he has a pocket pair of 3-cell there that kind of forces the 1-cell to come out if people want to push.
Yeah, but there's only one of them there.
Well, I mean, when he was there, there were still 2 up, wasn't it?
No.
Those were discarded in turn 2.
Oh, okay.
And like, you can't risk the possibility of the last one being a dead wall. Whereas there's 3 of them from his perspective of Hatsu. From how I see it, Bob is just gonna push to keep his dealer to the best of his abilities.
Daniel.
Yeah, it's Daniel. He did have the possibility of E-Vehicle, but he threw it. Slarky's hand is really far from getting anywhere, so I think he's just gonna semi-fold by taking a shortcut as well, and maybe we'll end up seeing two Cheetoys the same round. But as Crackhead, as usual, will try to Mawashi his best abilities. I don't think he's entirely given up there.
So you can count exactly how many Furitans is Bob currently in PS a lot.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wait a second.
That's a lot of Furitans. He has to discard. Yeah. He discarded Aka in Torishi for his Tanya.
Yeah, that's not a Furitan. It's like most of his discards were Manzu. Whereas he only
look
had
at
5
this,
then.
there are no Hatsu in the play as of yet, and we have only 22 discards left.
Well, at least one of them must be in the actual wall. Probably.
Nah,
By
it's
the way,
not.
just a second, because there is a completely wrong opinion on the IRC. There is no such thing as chasing Ipeiko. Ipeiko just happens when you are building a Spinfu or Tanyao or Chitoi. You do not chase Ipeiko. Period.
Wait, what's that? Oh, I didn't even see that. Aslaki is in Tenpai, and he drew his own winning tile, which was 30-10, therefore could not be used.
So
Well,
Hey,
it's not
keeps him in
Furitan,
10 by
it's
the words.
Yakuza.
this is what every Atozuka fucking
Oh,
deserves.
ごめんなさいね。
And yeah, we have Worthless Sumo by Bob.
タイヤを
I mean, it's not that worthless since he gained
It's
1,500.
1,500, 3,100 total, plus keeping his Zensan, and now he's far closer to the first place than he was like 2 turns ago.
Yeah, it's a good push from Bob.
But yeah, I don't know why exactly Slarky ruined his Tenpai in that the last round, in the last discard. I mean, it seemed like he just wanted to keep Tenpai for that Ryuchoku points, but it ended up not being the case, and he switched to keep Haku. We're seeing relatively nice hand, like speed-wise, from Kazahana, because if I am not incorrect, his Ishan 10. Wait, he was Ishan 10. No, he still is. He still is.
He's still Ishan 10, he just has the 1-3 Mahjong.
Yeah, because before it was 1-1, so it could have been, instead of the 5, it could have been 1-1 North-North. It would have been a nice sample weight. But I guess he's trying to open up more Yere with the middle tile.
Wouldn't keeping the 7-mon for double ramen be effective too?
He
Not gonna
ended
imagine
up
draw 6
working in his
mana.
favour with the 6-speed draw right after. And with this, he can aim for a pinfu.
リーチです。
That's Richi Nomi from Bob.
I think this goes Bob is just going to play. He just wants to get as many level points as possible.
He's on his quest for challenge now.
And cancel avoided despite dropping this exact same tower 2 turns ago.
It's gonna get rocky. We're gonna move down to the next jockey now. Dora.
ドラ猫。
Huh.
ポニャ。
Huh.
タン。
Simo. Dora.
ドラ猫。
Two.
ニャンプ。
Hang out.
タンニャオ。
Raw.
ヤンニャン。
Another deck from Korea.
I think the only one with the possibility to push at this point, successfully push that is Slarky. Since the tiles that he would drop anyway by pushing are all safe. But just two, right, forgot, keep forgetting.
Gets the Urador for some extra points here.
That's the manga. 7,900. Well, 1,000 of that was his own stick, of course.
So there are going to be some pretty bad hands here. You can see Ball might be able to have a quick hand with the Hatsu. Everyone's just going to be a slow hand here.
Good job, Parappa. You can go on to the next stage now.
I said a crack hand might get this one here with the middle Tanya tiles.
A very blessed draw by Kazuhano. Don't you guys feel like Mahjong... What? What the fuck? What was he thinking?
Who?
The Kazuhano by disc... And what? I'm very confused. Damn, is this like some secret hidden technique that I have yet to hear about?
Isn't he cut the 9-mon and then ended up trying to break the bench on
if
there?
he kept 8 man, he would be in Tenpai by now. And,
So Bob's opting for the Soul display here, not going for Daisangen. Not a good look for Team Soul.
Long. Hatsu.
Taking the Virgin 230 hand here instead of Shosangen.
So that was Jantama, wow, Honda 5 actually.
Yeah. Those small points are starting to make a difference. And they're slowly becoming not so small.
Wait a second, was that Ron or Tsumo?
Wrong.
Okay, so
That's Ron Kazuhano.
thank God I played the right music file.
And he once again starts with 2 uncles, but he can't really nyag out of them. But still fast enough nonetheless.
It's gonna be Ishanten for Crackhead. Just be Pinfu. Well, it's not Pinfu, it's Richi Nomi. So Sarki's gonna commit to Chi here over Tanya.
Sorry, did you say Pinfu for Crackhead?
It can't be Pinfu because the Shah is
Yeah,
his
because the
win.
Shah. Who are you talking about when you said Pinfu?
That was my mistake.
No, it's Shakumatsu, but it's a really bad
Very
Shakumatsu.
good decision by Slarky.
リーチです
And yeah, we have Richie by Jantama again. Wow, what does this spell?
Yeah, when you end up in Yemen, which is the best possible outcome.
Right, I'm going to play Richie by Slarky. Oh my... What are those Richie tracks in MP4?
Are you triggered?
A bit. Only a bit. Because literally everything has different volume setting, so I have a hard time balancing the overall volume of the stream. So yeah, we have Richie, Tanyao, Chitoi, Akatu.
Backfire for Slarky.
So yeah, he dealt into Rishinami. No, sorry.
The power draw.
And they would
Yeah.
never
Don't
forget
forget the
the
home to 5, that's an extra 1500 points.
That's a shame
8
because
300, holy shit.
his hand was worth like Hanuman. So that was another run by Jantama.
No.
So now it's become a dogfight between Jantama and Tenko, as well as Airo and Hime, because they're both at really close distance.
Alright, so we got Ishan 10 for Slarky, so just the Richi Nomi. Kazahana's potential for Honitsu Dora. That's Ishan 10 for Ba for time. You can see the fast hand here.
Question is what direction would you take it to, Bob? The best outcome you could possibly wish for would be to get like a 3 of souls or something, so you can go for the Sunman Sound.
I think Bob will call Richi on whatever you can get here.
Yeah, pretty much.
There is also
At this
an
point,
opportunity
with all
for
of the combats-
Sananko. Sananko to Taniao.
How exactly are you gonna do Sananko?
So yeah, it's going to be Peiko.
Oh,
With a very wide Ukeda by Jantama team player. But IRL team player also is in Nishanten, although for a bit weaker hand. And Tenho player is also trying to push his way through with Chunnomi. He's in Nishanten, although it's going to be Atozuka. But perhaps Hime player is going to discard that very Chun. So we just don't know.
Yeah, that trend should be coming out. Kazan's gonna call Chi and whatever Manzu comes out. Most likely the 6M here.
Okay, so Jantama player opened his hand for Tanya Dradora
and Demon.
Tenho dealing into Nan Dora with closed can, which is essentially 330 or 260. So run by him.
And with all of the combat stacking up, it makes it quite a nice number.
Yep.
Sorry, no Power Wrench on today.
And nonetheless, we're still in East. Okay, now for the big questions. What are the odds? Can it be real? Can the dream be real here? There's still 3 of them.
Yeah, we'll see. But I honestly think he's going to default into Toitei before that happens.
Yeah, Kraken's hand.
I mean, look at this. This is Hatsu, Haku, Toitei, Dradora.
Ooh, nice. Here you go to drop the Dora and go for like just the 7, and then try to upgrade it once you can.
What about Doratanki? Oh, never mind.
But what about Ibatsumo? He's on
What
the floor.
Ibatsu? What
He's
Ibatsu?
sucking that
There's
sand.
Luigi.
Yeah, no.
So yeah, what did he do? 2,700 points. So
And
yeah,
now
so,
he's just 4,000 away from first place. 4,500 to be specific.
I mean, you can knock Bob's soulless by as much as you want, but he's closed the gap to take first now.
yeah, I'm getting bored that Mahjong Soul team submitted only one Tsumo sound because I've played it like 4 times in this country already.
Will the all of the remaining matches be recorded and like uploaded later on? Because like I have the sound muted, so I don't listen to myself on echo, so I can't tell the songs and the soundtracks that you put on.
So wait a second, which song are you asking about?
Not a specific song generally, because for this hand sign I have the stream muted. I can't hear it, because otherwise my voice would echo.
Wait a second. There are
So
bunch
my
of...
question was, would
No.
the
Wait,
recordings...
we'll talk about later, because there are fucking plebs
Yeah.
who are... yeah, they are evidently mistaken about playing Mahjong correct way.
God damn it! Can you stop that?
No, I cannot. Listen, only
We're
only
commentating.
Guano and Shaman are, and Meido maybe, are entitled to actually point out my mistakes. Well, Nanashi as well. None other can
We're commentating
fucking...
the game,
No.
please.
I'm also commentating the game.
I get it.
There are different games being played at this very moment, not only the Mahjong game.
Back in track, we have Crackhead with the Yak High on his dealer turn, so he can rack up those pensions as well, and copy ball. But Bob nonetheless also has his own Zikazen to try and go for, but his shapes are not looking so good for Bob.
One thing I wanted to point out was Bob shows passed on Kazuhana's both of the Shaw drops. So he's going to use that for repair. I do think it was weird. He could have taken a quick hand to knock Crackhead's dealer off. So I didn't understand that one.
And at the... actually no. Yeah, it's so close. If he does manage... There are 4, right? There's 1 4 there, there's 3. And no, they have not. So there's just 1 4 of Manzo left. So if Crackhead can manage to either cheat or draw that, he can also opt for Sunsoku. He could just upgrade by 1 hand his hand.
Yeah, become Haku Sanchoku with that. It's not too important though, he'll take whatever he can get to keep his range on going.
It's not something to aim for, but like if he does manage to get it, the only issue would be if it ended up as cheat. So if he gets, if like Kazuhana draws the last 4 from Manzu and then he throws it out, even if Crackhead does see it, he will be unable to discard the 7 of Manzu, meaning he'd have to destroy his pair of 3P first.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
And a dilemma from Slarky.
He'll fold, he'll know, he knows it's dangerous.
It's not exactly a fool, but yeah. Overall good decision. You can still aim for Chitoitsu, but it's way too late at this point. Ooh, and he does draw a second one. Maybe it's not too late? And he reaches it, madman!
Yeah, unfortunately it has to come out from Crackhead's hand. It's probably
I don't
not coming
think
out,
they're
but we'll
gonna be
see.
dropped. I don't think they're gonna be dropped from Crackhead. Because like, Slackus' discards are not really showing that the pins are safe in any way. But I guess it's just big dick move.
Yeah, so look at this, kids. This is the reach you should not call.
Yeah, you have to admit it's not a correct Ricci, but it's the man's Ricci. I can respect him for that.
Well,
He shows balls.
this is essentially I am banking everything on Richi Patsutsumo.
Yeah. That's what a man should be. Takes balls. It's not the correct answer, no, but takes balls.
He's just trying to cultivate some flow for the next South round. The South round. I do want to point out Kazuhana's the pocket Dora 3 here. It could be very big.
Crackhead showing chances of Ibeko with 5, 6, 7 of Pinsu. And Slarky has a chance of Dabanon. And he's quite clearly aiming for it, seeing as how he cheated a terminal.
Yeah, he thought hard about it and he decided he's gonna go for it.
The only issue is that he's nonetheless discarding Ono tiles, the one after the other, so it'll be really easy to tell which one he's actually aiming for in the end. It will be pretty much telegraphed.
Yeah, it's either gonna be Hatsu or none at this point. There's one Hatsu out. This is Ishan 10 for ball. You can make a quick Tanyao by calling something, or you can actually go for Tanpin here if he keeps it closed. That's Tanpin.
Just reach. Nice. I mean, hey, it's not a bad way. It's not a bad way at all.
Crackhead is gonna have most of them, but we'll see how this plays out. Crackhead is Ishan 10.
Crackhead's like in a dangerous position if you think about it, but like Bob is slowly creeping up to him, and it's currently Crackhead's dealer, so he'd want to win it in any way possible. So he might slightly push beyond what would be considered safe.
So Slarky's been scared off on that Ricci. He's gonna cut his non here and try to escape.
Which makes it unable for him to win in any possible way. You could of course keep Tenpai, but it'd be questionable why to do so. With like so many draws left.
Oh, actually Slarky gets Tenpai for Itsu with that. I just saw that right now. Very sneaky play.
Shit! I just good shit.
That's really fortunate because he was like 2 pins you off from that. That's really a lucky draw for Slarky. That's
Yep. Like, it didn't even pass that in my mind. I just thought it's over, but no. The miracle hands. Good shit.
So, I don't really want to be that guy, but it seems this game is just going to go into the tug of war line. Will fight between who is first and second between Jantama and Tenho, and who is third and fourth by Hime and IRL. Unless something happens.
For this match, sure, but not entirely for like the remainder of all games.
There's still a lot of Mahjong to go.
Okay, and very nice GT opportunity by Crackhead. So Ishanten already in turn 3.
Probably I tried to totally be aware of this as Crackhead, because with all the Ono tiles and Manza, he could even turn it into Toy Hoitsu.
No. If you are going to go Toy with discarding a pair, it's already going to be too slow. So it's only just Toy Hatsu or Chitoi, and he's going to go for Chitoi because he denied the call.
Which, unbeknownst to him, is the correct decision, considering that the other two Hatsu are Slarky.
Man, Slarky, we're getting the 5-mon cut here.
So yes, this is a very tough decision by Slarky. Because yeah, he's oblivious to the fact that he's not going to get those Hatsu ever.
Yeah, he can't help that, but a curse from the wall to Crackhead by drawing the 3 of Sozu right after discarding the 4 2 turns ago. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure why you prefer to drop the Manza at that state, aside from just because you can drop the 5 of Manza before. That's lucky.
So that's Ricci Pinfu Dora for Kazuha. That's going to be Tenpai 1 4-mon.
Well, 4's almost certainly not appearing, and 2 ones have already been dropped. There's still plenty left, if you think about them, 4 tiles total.
Slarky takes the Suji play, it's going to be Ishan 10 for Chito here.
Ooh.
I don't blame him if he discards it. All the Pinzu are not sick. There's not a single discard for Kazuhana for Pinzu in his pool. It's the Urador for fake
Though
manga. That's gonna hurt.
depending on how exactly he intended to develop the hand, if he also wanted to go into go into Chito, he could try risking the Pinzu.
So I assume I rolled the team.
Yes, later.
So we have South 3, and that might be the final chance for Bob in this match to actually get into the lead.
Yep, true. But his hand is not an amazing one.
Correct me if I'm wrong, because I was not paying attention to the whole Hanchan, but even though Crackhead lost 8,000 points, had he dealt into any hand?
No, I believe not.
No, he hasn't. He's playing pretty defensively.
Just typical case of not being lucky with hands, or maybe not pushing the victory. Although this mindset is not going to, well, uphold Team Tenho for long. They have to take some initiative soon.
Oh, I take that back, Slarky. Crackhead's dealt into one hand to Kazuhana. Most of it's been Bob on his dealer round.
Okay, Ishan for Crackhead.
And Tenpai for Slarky.
But Slarky, this
is Tenpai for Kanchan, yeah.
Kanchan Hatsubera.
So it's overall a big contest for... Ooh. At the moment there's a big contest for Manzu. Because it's Kanchan... Yes, no.
You have to back out from Tenpai to do that. I don't think it's worth it at this point.
Yeah, but there's like 40 tiles left. It's still a lot of time.
Well, also one thing you could have considered is that he knows Kazuhana's going for Honey, so that makes that last 8 monk to come out, the chances lower.
So Kazuhana is in Ishanten. I think now discarding Cuman. What the fuck?
I think he wants to play a Suji trap here. He's setting the stage for after he's able to finish a lower mount.
Possibly, but shouldn't he think about getting to Tenpai first?
No, he's thinking for the plan after. We'll see if it pays off.
I mean, sure, there are still a lot of avenues he can take to get into Tenpai.
The pain on Slarky if he had kept the 5S. Now he chooses to swap, yeah. Shame.
Yeah, because if Kazuhana is able to enter Tenpai before Slarky tosses the Naimon, it might be big. He gets off lucky. Alright, so Bob's got the other Naimon.
But it's not Tenpai yet for Slarky.
Yeah, imagine if only he hadn't discarded at 5 and went with the change from the get-go. And there is a reach.
Well, thankfully it's the best decision considering all the 8 man just whooshed into Bob's hand. Forever.
So this is actually, is it Pentan weight? Yes, this
It's 7 so and 9 so 10
yeah, this is Pentan weight by Bob. Pretty rare weight. But it happens sometimes. And this is a 10 by Slurky. But wait, isn't he?
Couldn't he have taken Senpai but discarding a 6S?
He could have. Or yeah, he could have.
I guess that's a play error. And he's gonna pay for the no 10 payment.
Maybe he was afraid? Was 8 so a safe tile?
No, it was not.
Huh.
Yeah, 8 was not safe, but 6 was safe, so I find that really weird.
Yeah, strange.
I don't think the 6-0 was safe yet. I can't tell. I don't remember entirely, but I believe the 6-0 was discarded afterwards. But the 3-0 was discarded way before he got into Tempai, like Hime, and so by extension it would have been like half Suzy. And when he just wants to push and get all those sparkling dollars to action, it'd be for the best to like at least try again. Trust me.
So keep an eye out here for Bob's 3 Dora, even though he got a shitty hand last round of flows with him.
Yep,
reach
he does have a
Senpai,
chance
might
for
do
E2.
it this time as well.
But Slurky might be going for Chanta Sanshikudora.
Yep, true. And he's
Yeah, let's see
getting
Shantae.
constant good draws for it.
Hatsu?
Yeah, he could even go for Jintan if the tiles allow.
No. Discarding Chun at this point is like no, it's out of the question. This hand is going to be too slow. But I don't think calling the first Chun was the right choice.
Nah, but you wouldn't risk having the very last chun stuck on the dead wall. When you see it, you get it.
But even if it's dead, you can get a pair from that Chun and keep it closed.
You could have kept the Chanta Sanshoku for Mangan.
Wait a second. Chanta Sanshoku Dora. Yeah, it could be Mangan, but it's going to be all banking on the fact that Bob is going to discard one of his Doras.
Well, I mean, if he drew the 1-so pair, he would need to use the EP.
Thing is, there's no 7 souls being dropped by Crackhead. I think at like any point. Even if he got a second one, he'd probably keep it. And there's already 2 of them taken by Kazahana. So it's technically only 1 that he needs to draw by himself.
Okay, so that's Tenpai if he discards the EP here. Refuses to take it.
Understandable, because this hand would be worth only 2000 points. So, yeah, Jantama player is on fire. He's calling Richie like every second turn, every second round. So yeah, Richie Peiko Dora. Mangan. Oh yeah, Mangan. He has to fold.
Yeah. Now the best thing you can do is wish that someone else does it.
Oh, I'd have Kazahana take his spot in last.
Yeah,
with this, only 1 out of Bob is in the wall. The rest are discarded or gate kept by other players.
the thing is that Kazahana is not probably willing to push in that position that he is. Like there's not enough reward for it to warrant the risk.
Oh yeah, with that draws Larky essentially blocked Bob from getting the sumo.
Yep, the game just wants him to deal in. But he will not. He will stand strong.
Does he need to be thinking about this? Just be Asa, right? It's not like he can get Senpai with that hand.
Yep, nothing.
いかなる結末も受け入れましょう。
So yeah, he must feel pretty good about himself right now.
Speaking of which, technically now all games end on South 4, right? Like there's no West continuation because of the scores. Meaning it is a valid tactic to just nag the entire game away. Just to end it quick. If your team already has the lead, just
get a lead.
Sure, technically it is.
Like if you're already first and you don't even need to get the 30k, just nag. Force everyone to nag too.
Well, I mean, that's how Crackhead might have saw this entering in, but look at the Bob closing the gap. So I think Kazuhana's going to hold on to the 3-mon here. He's going to want to try to reach 10 pi, drawing the 7-mon before he calls it. Okay, call it now and get the ace out of it.
Just in time. I mean, usually players would wait, especially with tiles which are well in the middle of the suit, like this 3-man. They would discard all the floating tiles before the carrying come. So if I were playing as Kazuhana, I would first discard 8-so and then check if I should declare Kama or not.
Well, he drew the 8-so after, but I would have like done something like toss the Emon first and see if he can do something else.
Was that the Rinshan time?
Yeah, 8-so is Rinshan time.
Oh, okay. So thanks for correcting me. So yeah, this hand is looking pretty decent. So, Richie Doradora. Suddenly he cannot really open it. Wow, this is these draws. So yeah, Richie Dora-san.
That's manga,
very nice pay weight and off-win weight and double Ura opportunity. This is Richie by Hime.
And I think the North would be easily discarded by anyone who would draw at this point. Because like it's not his win, the one has already been discarded.
One thing you can also know is that Crackhead discarded the 4-peen, so 7-peen becomes a valid Suji against that. Oh wait, I misread that. It's already the 4-peen's already in Kazuhana's pool. That is a Suji play there.
Yeah, this
Or a half Suji, yeah.
This is why this Richie is great.
We'll see if Starkey throws it out here if he gets close to 10
And
points.
yeah, also Shaman pointed out that
No!
Sumo, it would be Sanatsu.
The wrong way!
So this is Richie Dora-san and
It was the 3! And he threw the 3!
So,
IRL teams in the absolute
by
pits.
Hime. And we are in Urasu.
Yep.
You think Starkey's gonna go for another show sushi here?
Yep.
Plus points back.
I mean, he was the very person that made the Show Sushi in the qualifiers. Who knows, maybe he can do it again.
Yeah, but would anyone who do you think here would be willing to discard that last one?
No one. Well,
Who knows, maybe there will be a Lupin, a cat, and a Batman in the stage as well.
So Kazuhan's probably just gonna go for a Naga Tanya here with the 5-pin Doran.
Yep.
but yeah, I mean, you can try to risk Soul Sushi if you have 2 pairs of wind and a single piece of the remaining 2. But
It's not happening. He's just mentioning it because he got it in his qualifier round.
and he even denied the Sunshot. So yeah, he's essentially throwing the towel.
I think he should have went for Sanshoku. He doesn't need to go all out here. Whatever he can take at this point is still beneficial to the team.
Yeah, true. It's not like the match is over with this one. The best hope would be to develop it into points, I guess.
I would have said Sanshoku Chanta would be
Yeah,
strong
no,
hand.
like now that the Sansoku's gone.
Now I don't know what this hand's gonna be. Maybe like Kokushi, but it's a really
No,
big
it's not.
stretch.
There is no way for him to win this. It's already too late, and he has locked himself into so many hurricanes. I mean, sure, it could have been Chanta Sanshoku, but no, not now.
Yeah, Zarki's hand is just ruined at this point. I don't know what he's doing. Konitsu, maybe?
So yeah, I think actually Hime team player has a very nice chance of getting Karen-chan. This is Ryan-Shanten, I believe? Oh, Ishanten.
Ishanten.
Ishanten on... Hey!
There's a lot of
With a
ways
good
he can go
draw.
about that.
With a good draw, it could be Entetsu.
He just needs to be mindful of the ESO discard. If he wants to go for his
Is he going to
Sosu
open it? He's thinking about it.
Oh.
Yeah. So this is quick Pandora. On a pretty treacherous weight. So is Bob going to deal in? Nope.
Would you call Palm there? I feel like that's kind of destroying his own hand by taking out his own Senpai weights.
Well, you know me. I wouldn't. But... Well, dealer is a dealer, and there's a nice chance of getting 330.
And Slarky did manage to get that south. He's now one step closer to Chelsea.
Yeah, sure, but I mean,
Dream's real. You can
Shai
have
is
it.
dead, and they... Yeah, he's almost dead as well.
Don't give
お
up.
それポン
Okay. I mean, he has safe tiles to discard until the end, but I'm super confused about this.
ツモ。
ツモですタイヤをドラに
And now Hime is back in the contender state for first place. It's still far, but nonetheless they have a chance.
Sorry, is what?
Hime is the Hime team, meaning Kazahana, is
Yes.
now getting back into the podium, and they can fight with Bob and Grahead, meaning Majin Soul and Denho, like point lead wars. And more importantly than everything else, it's set for dealer for Kazakhana. And as all of us must of course know, North is the best seed. So he can make miracles happen.
Crackhead making a bid to end this hand. I'm gonna go for a quick Tanya. I think it's interesting he's holding on to the pay as a safe tile here, cutting the efficiency for the safe tile. Because if he had that 6, so he could have a pair now, but now his hand's kind of gearing.
Yeah, but like he doesn't really care at this point. He just wants a fast hand. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, then
I mean, that's what I'm saying. He should have cut the pay and not the 6S.
I guess it's just like safe tile to avoid the patsu in case some mad Ritsu pops out of nowhere.
Nah, dude, if you're gonna go for a quick hand, you gotta go all the way. You can't have 1 foot on land and 1 foot in the water.
Question is, what exactly would he use as a pair here? So like he probably drop 5. They drop 5 of Manzi? No, he keeps it. Like my idea was that with 5 of Manzi, there's already 2 of them in his hand. He knows it's there, so there's only 2 left. But with 6, there's a possibility of 3 being left. And in essence, there are 3 left, all in the wall. 2 left, all in the wall, because one of them has already been called by him.
I don't think it matters that much. I mean, if he draws either the 3, 4, 6, or 7, he's going to expand the weight to become 3 odd men for that. Either way. It'll be Ishan 10 for Kazana. Wait, sorry, I can't see that right now. He's still far away.
Rather dismantle one of the...
Oh, nice, like you can get into...
Before discarding Kiso?
I think he should have cut the 1-3 Mon Kanchan when he had the 7-9-9 Mon. Oh, that's a long time ago.
I would actually cut 7-9 because there was 1-8 discarded and 2 is relief from his perspective.
So Starkey's gonna try for Chini to out of left field. Not likely he gets it, but
Well, don't think, imagine, as they say. But yeah, I don't really see the field block. Well, not even 4 blocks, whatever. Yeah, Crackhead managed to change his weight. So this is now Aryan Man.
And that is a Tenpai for Slarky, but it's Fujiken Tenpai.
yeah, he could have tossed the 9 Mon for 8 ping Tanki at least.
I guess. No, there's not much to be scared of. It's not like he's doing it because he's scared or something.
Yeah, there's no reason to fear the 9 Mon being dangerous here.
Yeah.
The only way I can see it is he wants to hold on to the safe tile to discard later. That's the only way I can see it like this.
Yeah, fair.
You move into 3-so Tenpai here. Or just go for Tonki. So Kazuhana does need to enter Tenpai to keep this going. It's likely you can either like cheese something to get the toss the 2-so to maintain Tenpai here.
She would be okay, but nope. I don't think it's going.
Yeah, I don't.
Wait a second. There is a chi, but not this one. And he dismantled
And he deals in.
Quitan Dora.
Yep. Hey, it's points,
2000.
and it's much needed points.
Yeah, but it's only a drop in the ocean.
I mean, yeah, the same applied for Bob at the start of this game, but look where he is now.
Yeah, so with this, we're ending the second function of what was the name of the tournament? Fourth Special Mahjong Invitational Showdown.
Probably.
So yeah, there's a 5-minute break, and we are resuming. Actually, no, make it 10 because I have to prepare some stuff.
Well, to add on, it's actually called the Retro Future Platform Race Edition
Oh,
of
this is
the
edition,
Invitational
not the
Showdown.
tournament. Yeah,
So what's the future in retro about this?
Shouldn't you be asking about client race? Rather? What's retro
The retro
future?
part is using RON 2 as a Mahjong client.
We are not doing that.